What's going on, fellas? It's Cager, and I am back with another character guide. Today, we're going to be looking at Palutena and seeing how she is in Smash Ultimate. Now, Palutena has been buffed a lot since Smash 4, and I'm going to be going over why she's a better character, and the different tools she has, and how you can use them to get combos and kills, and really get far in online or at tournaments. So, let's start off with just her basic attack. So her jab, definitely good in terms of just like racking up damage. So like let's go here. I'll show you guys. Like it's a lot, right? We could get Mario over here up to like 20% or so. Now a little bit into this, like about right here. So 35, that was from 24. So about like 11% they have the opportunity to like shield or something. You could also do a quick grab then. If you run at them and jab, and then they try to block it. The grab, I'd recommend going into a down throw, because you can follow that with a fair. That's usually something that you could always connect, even at like higher percents. Like, let's put up Mario's percentage up higher, and we'll see how it works at like 110%, let's say. Let's go to 110. I mean, this could honestly kill him, but yeah, like you can follow it up into a fair like pretty much all the time. So that's definitely something good to keep in mind. Now, Palutena is a lot like Ike in the sense that she has like really strong aerials. Like her aerials are some of the strongest point of her game because she can connect them so easily. Like particularly her nair, like you could do that followed by a fair, like it's, or even like another nair if I could get this. Let's do that. Let's see, nair into, that was a bear actually. Let's put Mario's percentage back at 0. And then another, and another, like you could keep going on and on and on and on. So it is good to keep in mind that nair is very good. It's a very strong move, and it does a decent amount of damage too. All of Palutena's aerials actually are very good. But yeah, nair's definitely a good one just for comboing. You could just lead up in a lot of stuff. It could lead into itself in a lot of situations, or it could lead into a fair a lot of the times, or even a bear. Now, a bear out of all of them is probably the hardest of Palutena's aerials to hit. The hitbox is definitely like a lot harder to get than the other ones. But it is a kill move. That is something that's important to keep in mind. That her bear is a kill move. So let's see if we can get that bear. On the platform, it's very easy to run up someone and get it. But if you're like, let's say on the ground, like you're not going to be able to just do it with like just the regular short hop aerial. Let's see if I could time it like here. Do we even have enough space? We don't really have enough space to get it on the ground. It's a lot harder to do that. Now, if you were to do a down throw and then like change positions, you might be able to get it. Another way to do that would be to up tilt and like jump into it. Yeah, so there we go. That's the up tilt into the bear. Now, a low percent is not going to really do too much, but let's say we put Mario's damage over at like 130%. That move is absolutely going to kill. So let's throw him up here, and boom, he's done. So bear is a very good kill move. Now, we're not going to talk about kill moves too much. Now, I'm going to do some more like early type combos. Let's get back to that early type stuff first. And we'll also go through our other moves. So actually, yeah, let's do that before any of the any more like combo stuff. I talked about stringing aerials very minimally. We'll get back into that a little bit later. But for now, let's talk about her specials. Like neutral B, just a little projectile, like does a decent amount of damage, like 12% about, 13%, like very good, just to like sort of use that whenever they try and push at you, because then they'll have to block or do something else. It's something that it really doesn't take too long to recover from, unlike her side B. Now, her side B is a more like drawn out move that takes a lot longer to recover from, but it's very effective when used properly. Now, it is a little bit hard to aim. It's a little bit weird. It shoots out like kind of like a set distance in front of you, except it will lock on to enemies like if you're close enough. If it's in like the general area, it'll kind of like, it's weird, guys. Like there it goes higher, there it goes more close. It's weird. But anyway, that's this move. So it could do a lot of damage, as you guys can see, and it's also a kill move. When you get like past like 100 to 150%, it will kill on impact. So that's good to know too, because if you get really good at spacing yourself from your opponent like that, and you can put them in a situation where they'll be forced to move into that. It's also good to use this move right here. Okay, could I get this? Let's see. Could I... If you get this and have it be lined up, then you could go neutral B right after that. And like I was doing it while jumping up, so it didn't hit. But if you do it on the ground, like it should follow up into that very, very nicely. So that's something that's good to keep in mind. Let's actually put Mario's damage back low so I could show you this in action. So you do that, and then neutral B right away. That adds on, like that did 20% right there. That's a decent number. And then of course you could run in and you could do like an aerial or something. A lot of times aerials will also lead to a dash attack. So we could do like a fair and then a dash attack like that. That's something that's good. Or like a nair, and look at that. Like you can just do so much stuff with Palutena, which is really, really cool. You know, you don't have to have like set combos all the time. It could just be like, it just flows very smoothly, kind of like how Ike does, which makes this character appeal to me, because I just like things that just connect together. You know, like it sort of just flows, and you're always able to figure out something. Now, Palutena's up air is actually really, really good, so we're going to take a look at that. Again, let's do the up throw, and this up air could really cancel out like a lot of stuff. So this will beat like a lot of the really hard down airs to beat, like Cloud's Dare, even Corrin's Dare, for example. Like, it's a very, very safe move. And it just kind of protects all up on her, and it's not going to kill unless you get to really high percents and you're like at the top platform, like jumping up towards like the top of the screen. It's going to do like a few percent here and there though. Now if you jump through them, it's not going to do any damage whatsoever, like I just showed you right there. You have to be like accurate with hitting it before they get to you, so let's get him up there so I can actually show you what I mean by that. Like there, you have to press A like before you get past them, because if you get past them, the hitbox isn't going to connect to like the upper part of their body, as you can see there when I'm jumping. In that case, you should just use the up tilt if you can. Now up tilts are really good for Palutena. Like I'd say all of her tilts are. Her up one is very good in particular for dealing with like aerial attacks coming at you, because as you see, like her hitbox is down towards the ground, and she just throws the staff up, and it kind of swings around and blocks everything. The same with her forward tilt. Like, it goes out in front of her, so it's very safe. It's a safe move to use. You get attacked from, like, a decent amount away. So, if, let's say, the CPU is going to shield. Could I make him shield? I cannot make the CPU shield. Alright, whatever. But it should be, like, this is the kind of thing, like, if they shield, it's not a big deal. You just roll out of the way. You should have enough time to use that on if they shield, so it shouldn't be that bad. Now, down tilting 2 is a very good move in terms of like if they're blocking, because as their shield starts to shrink, you hit them with the down tilt. It goes right at the bottom, like the staff like touches like the bottom of the ground. So that's a very good move too that you want to use a lot for that reason. And then you could always follow that up. Like you could follow this up if they're off the platform, chase them with like a fair. Or if they're on the stage, like let's say they're here and you're in this kind of situation, and use the down tilt, like, or let's do it on even ground actually, just so it's something like a regular situation that I can show you guys. So we're gonna put his percent back to 0 here, and if you have a down tilt, you can follow that up into like a dash attack or something else. It's really easy to just connect stuff with Palutena. Like as you see here, what I'm doing with the up airs, like juggling is definitely not that hard to do. Now, if your opponent sees that you're just doing this, they're going to start air dodging. They're going to start doing down airs. If they do down airs, you can usually just counter this with the up air as long as you time it correctly. And I urge you guys to just practice this in training mode, like how I'm in training mode right now, just so you can practice the timing with your up air. Now, if they do do an air dodge, what you could start doing instead is you can start going to the side, and it's really easy. Like her mobility, she has the kind of mobility where if I say I want him to, let's say that we have him on run, right? And I'm just going to put his percent up so I could up throw him. And then I'm going to show you guys this in action. Now that is how you could deal with someone who tries to run away from you. So if they start moving to the side, you can learn how to space out your side B, so you can just hit them with that, and it will be a kill move at a high percent. So that's something that's good to keep in mind. Now, the final move that I haven't really talked about at all is her down B. That's actually like a counter slash reflector. So kind of like imagine like Mario's, well, okay, Mario's cape, like just the part of it that it reflects projectiles, not like actually spinning people around. But like if someone did come at you, instead of spinning them around, it counters like something like Martha or Ike. Alright guys, so you can see this, it does a mirror, right? So your down B, you have to time it like a little bit before the projectile comes, and then it'll hit your opponent back again. But now, when you use this move, let's say if they're going to do a regular attack, like we'll have them on side smash, and it's a counter, and it's a very, very strong counter too. Like, let's put Mario's damage up at like, I want to say like 65, and that might kill him. Let's try that. Yep, easy kill. So that counter is a very, very strong move. It's definitely like, I'd say it's one of the stronger counters in terms of like knockback. Not in terms of damage necessarily. In terms of knockback though, at the higher percents, like it is a very, very good horizontal counter. It's not like other people's counters that are good for vertical. Like Corrin has a really good vertical counter. Like if you come up at her with like an up air and like then she does the counter, you're gonna go flying straight up. With Palutena, if you use it on the ledge when someone's trying to hit you with anything, like it is very good. It's not gonna kill them with just like a regular tilt attack or something, but like with a smash attack, that thing, they're going far. They're going really far. Like look at that. Mario even got close to dying like straight from the middle of the stage. So that's really, really strong. Alright, so now let's take a look at some of the tools you could use to rack up percent. So just like specific stuff. Down throw, fair, nair, and then you can just get back to the stage. And that'll work against a lot of characters. It's definitely a good thing to use on Battlefield specifically, or any stage if you're going off the side. It doesn't really matter if you're off the ledge. That's definitely a good like edge sort of thing you could do. You can also use her forward throw, although I wouldn't recommend it because then they could just do that. And then you could end up getting stuck trying to aerial them. So forward throw is not the best idea. I'd always recommend going for the down throw because it puts you right at the perfect spot to use an aerial. And then whether you could read their double jump, like if they're going to double jump right away or not, decides whether you go to punish them or not. So as you get the percent up though, you can go for the back throw because the back throw is a kill throw. And even if it doesn't kill, you can actually use it to set up for a bear kill. There we go, guys. That is how you do it. Now I'll show a replay of that, and you go back throw and then to bear. Now using a raw bear also really helps out a lot with Palutena, and it's really not that hard. As you see, guys, I am consistently doing it right here. I'd say she's one of the easier characters to do it with. Some characters I find a lot easier to do them with, and others harder. Usually the slower characters are easier, I'd say. And Palutena isn't even really a slow character. She's a fast character, and I find hers to be very, very easy to pull off. So if you don't know what a RAR is, a reverse aerial rush, I do have a video on that, and you can learn that tech. But it's definitely very, very useful for Palutena to learn how to do those back airs very quickly, because that is a kill move that you can put people away with. Now, she does have a kill throw too, but you don't want to always rely on a throw to kill people. So the RAR is definitely something good to learn. So I definitely highly recommend that. But in terms of just like general stuff, like yeah, the easiest way to get kills in this is definitely going to be the back throw. But her up throw is actually really good too, because that if you get an up air like here at the top platform, like that should do the trick. Like let's show you, or down tilt's not the best move to use for that. Let's go up tilt right here, guys. And now this isn't like a true combo, but just for the purposes of showing you guys what you can do, I'd like to show you that. There's ways that you could get them up, and you can kind of use baiting and tricking, like what I was saying before about like mixing it up, whether you go directly for them or you decide to like push. If you see them like air dodging away in a certain direction, you could punish them. Now either with dashing on the ground, or going up and using a forward air, or using your side B. Now your side B is definitely the best one, I'd say, to do. But if you start using that, then they're not going to want to go to the side anymore. So they might just go straight up. And what you do for there is just use your up air. I almost said fair there for a second. Use your up air, and that will punish them. They will die like relatively early from the up air, which is really interesting because I didn't really see it as a kill move at first. I thought it would be more of something just for percent, but it's good for both, really. It's a really good move, guys. Palutena has a lot of good moves. Like everything is good. Now her jab also too, that's something I'd like to show you guys. This might be high enough percentage, but her jab could actually kill, which is pretty insane. Like right there, we almost got it. Now in an actual game, you're going to want to release it a lot earlier because it is on the release that you will get that kill move. But there you go, guys. Like that is insane, the fact that that jab just kills. So that's another way. There's a lot of ways that Palutena has to put away enemies, and she can rack up percents pretty well too by her attacks. Like all of her tilts are very, very safe moves, very, very strong, and her aerials do connect a lot. It's different with different characters, so definitely try out in training mode with different characters. That's definitely important, but she can do stuff with a lot of people. Very, very small characters, I think she's going to have the toughest time with, because a lot of her aerials just simply won't hit them on a regular short hop. Now, you could do like the manual short hop and then do your own little thing, but it's still hard to get those hits, because you only have so much time before you hit the ground, and your aerial might not go through. So, like, playing against like someone like Pichu, like Palutena probably won't be that good against them for that reason alone. But Palutena really does have a lot in her toolkit to offer, so I'd say that she's a very good character once you start learning all the spacing, like stuff like this, like the side B, like that's one of the most important things you can learn with her, honestly. Now, one final thing is, while her back air is a kill move, her fair actually could kill too. So I want to show you guys that in action. If Mario will jump, can you like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna do that jump. So yeah, once you get up to a certain percent, like I want to say like 130. Well, let's try 130 and we'll see how that goes. Your fair is actually going to kill too. So instead of like spending all the time and like going for a bear, like trying to get that to work out, because for a lot of you guys that's probably going to be harder to do. But here we go. Fair is going to kill. Let's try going to like 120 and seeing how that works. So yeah, fair is also a kill move, which is really great. Like, a lot of moves that are also combo moves are kill moves. 3 of her aerials can kill. Make that 4 out of 4, guys. I forgot to talk about her spike. But honestly, that is probably one of the harder moves to hit. So I'd really recommend going for the fair. I'd say ranking from easiest to hardest, I'd say the fair is definitely the easiest to get a kill on. And then up air, then back air, and then the downward spike. But all of her aerials can kill, which makes her an amazing character. And she has really good tilt attacks too. Her smash attacks, which I don't think I really talked about, reach very far. So, also not like too long. They definitely do have some lag to them, like all smash attacks do. But I'd say they're a little bit slower than average, but not really more than that. It could also reach like really, really high too. Like her up smash could reach up to the top platform. So if you're waiting for people to land, like you get them right away with that up smash. That's also another good thing to do. So definitely like waiting under platforms. That's a good idea. So I hope this guide helps you guys. There's not really too much more I have to say. Like recovering as her isn't really too much of a challenge. Like as you guys have seen, she has the teleport for the up B. So yeah, I mean, not really too hard of an up B to use. You just teleport and you're there. You point in the direction of the ledge, and there's not really too much of a hassle with having to worry about people putting you away during your up B, unless they get you like right as you're using it. But that's with every character. So I hope you guys enjoyed this guide. If you did, please leave a like. It really helps out. Thank you guys for your support. This is Cager, and I'll see you in the next one.